Shalom. Another episode of Performing Arts. This is Brother Shaman, Saint Shaman, and I just want to give a quick illustration and breakdown of how the devil never changes his spots, or in other words, a leopard never changes his spots. Okay? And I want to show you still that Esau been doing the same thing that he been doing in the Roman captivity all the way to this day, because that's in his spirit. Okay? That's in his spirit. So I want to prove something to you, something that I thought that was very edifying. So what I want to do is add another building block to the body and hope this is edifying. When I did the research, it says, it brung out, the soldiers out of hate amused their self by nailing their prisoners into different postures. So I want to focus on that word, postures. Okay? Now, I know we know what postures is, you know what I'm saying, but check it out for edification. The definition for posture is to assume a particular posture, to assume affected or unnatural posture or position, to act in an afflicted or artificial manner as to create a certain impression. All right? Now, as I brung out, the Romans did this back then, right? But let me show you how Esau still never changes his ways. All right? His way never changes. He never changes his way. Now, you see this document? Now, you remember, this is the mercenary and torture in Iraq. And I'm sure some of you brothers, you know, seen that. Now, how they was torturing some of the Arabians out there in the war. Now, we don't care about what's going on with the other nations as well either. But I just want to show you how the devil never changes. And see, that's what you don't understand, is that when we preaching this gospel, we telling you to be aware of this devil. Okay? Look at the things he did. Okay, now look at this. I want to focus on this. Now remember what I just read to you, right? Look how he put them in the pyramid, or a different posture, different position. That's a very uncomfortable position that this devil did. So he did it back then in the Romans, you know what I'm saying, the Roman Empire. And he's doing it again in America, which we know America is Rome all over again. History repeats itself, right? Okay, now I'm going to read a little bit to you. Mercenaries and torture in Iraq. No doubt, you two have been shocked and disgusted to see the treatment handed out to Iraq detainees by certain British and American personnel. I am sure that our beloved leader is correct in saying that not all the troops are sadistic and vicious. The devil is always sadistic and vicious. He never changes his way. That's what we try to tell you. Read on. But the bad apple excuses does not wash with me. What you may not have heard is that there are increasing numbers of private contractors, mercenaries working under the guise of coalition troops. And you can look this up yourself. Now, Abu Ghraib was a notorious workplace for Saddam's tortures. When the U.S. took over the prisons, they also took over the reputations. A reservist, Brigadier General Janis Karpinski was put in charge, and one cell block was cordoned or to provide a space for military policemen to begin softening prisoners for their interrogation. That's some bullshit right there, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, this might sound brutal, but we ain't here about having sympathy for the nations. We only care about the nation of Israel. And that's what the prophets is here for, man. The prophets is here to forewarn the nation of Israel, because if this is the Iraq war and what this devil's doing to them, when martial law's coming to us, we ain't got a chance. Don't you see? Is this not clearing us for you? You still want to hold hands with this devil? You don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Everything might be going all right in your life right now. It seems like things is going good, but the wrath is coming. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. Now, this was a couple of years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, but this devil been doing this from way back then to now. He ain't changed. The leopard didn't change his spots. And he's coming. And he's coming with fierce wrath on you niggas. 2/3 is going to die. And a lot of us going to go through the hour of temptation that's brought out in Revelation 3 and 10. You know what I'm saying? This is some real shit. Alright? So that's what the prophets is doing. The prophets is for warning. Don't come knocking at our door, because this shit is for real. Okay? And that's just some of the things he did. But now let's go. Alright. That was the old days. You know, people change. Okay. Now here's the African slavery. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. With this video. Yeah, this is what I did. This is another. Think about postures. Trying to get it so you can get it. Okay. This was the This is another on the slave ship. Now look how they have them down, and look how they have it there. Even though it's on the ship another way, right? Okay, excuse me. See that? Comfortable positions. Trying to get it right so you can see it. All right. Look at that. That's another posture. Uncomfortable positions. Okay, so that's the slavery. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 years ago. And I also gave you the information from the Romans, what they did, what I read it to you from the Roman soldiers. What else you niggas gotta get? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna make you niggas understand? All right? Now you know I can't just give you information without giving you our foundation. All right? Let me start with Ephesians 6:16. Let's go to that. Ephesians 6:16, I believe. This is what the prophets is trying to do. Ezekiel, what we doing? Salakia. Ephesians 6:16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all the saints. Right. So when we out there, we warning you, we telling you, yo, beware. The Most High sending his judgment to America. Things is about to take place. Serious things that the world never seen before. Things that never took place before. This is going to be so disastrous. You know? And they say in that day, men is going to seek to death. Niggas going to be like, find a way to kill themselves. That's this word. That's this Bible. You know what I'm saying? But the only way you can be protected is you taking that the whole helmet of the Most High through his words. By the prophets, the teachers. Okay? Alright? Now you see all these wicked things that this devil do. Now let me give you Romans 13 and 4. Romans 13 and 4. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he bear not the sword in vain. For he bear not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that do evil. The Most High is coming to put this wrath on, using this devil, the white man, Esau, for his punishment, his whipping stick, to whip your niggas' asses. You gonna believe then. This devil doing something like this, and he did it back then in slavery. You know what I'm saying? We also have a lot of, he's shooting down our brothers in the streets. How much information can we give you? How much warning can we give you? You know what I'm saying? What else can I give you niggas? There's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Nigga asked me the other day, walking in the street, you know what I'm saying? He asked me, you know, can he have this and can he have that? He asked me what he got, what I have for him. I said nothing but knowledge and wisdom according to the Holy Scriptures. That's all I got for you, baby boy. I ain't got nothing else for you, man. I can't do nothing else for you. I could give you this. This is money, this is gold, this is jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You want to look fly? You know what I'm saying? You want to be fly? You want to be fly? This word will elevate you. Okay? This word will elevate you. Get else. So what else? We're going to say, it says for verse 6, for this cause pay you tribute also, for they are the Most High's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. But anyway, that's a good scripture. But my point is to let you know, if he could do this back then and back in slavery, he did this in the Roman persecution and captivity. He's been doing this through all out history. This leopard never changes his spot. And this leopard is talking about the devil that the Bible speak of is Esau, his descendants who are here today, his children that are killing us. How many niggas got to be shot down in the street daily? Pack of cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? The little boy with Skittles. You know what I'm saying? This is the Most High wrath and judgment on you niggas, and you niggas don't get it. But how many Chinamen that you see get murdered down in the street like that? How many Arab men that you see get murdered down in the street like that? How many other nationalities you see getting murdered down in the street like this? Then the so-called Africans, Native American, and so-called Puerto Ricans, which is our slavery names, for edification, so you can understand. Only our people. Because we won't come back to our power. So the devil's coming with fierce wrath. You know? That's that martial law. So just meditate on this. If he could do this, and he got a history and a pattern in doing this, what's going to happen in the near future? What's going to happen? And another thing too, this devil is good at what he do. He's real good at what he do. He's nice. He got skills at what he do. You know what I'm saying? He's flamboyant on his shit, on his game, and persecuting and causing disaster. Just look at the world today. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who and who is he for edification? I'm just paraphrasing it. Okay? What else can we give you? The time is to draw near the Most High. The time is taking heed. This is the time to take heed of the prophets and listen to them. And this is the time to pray heavy. Pray every second of the day if you can. Yeah, I mean that because I'm over-exaggerating, but that's how intense you need to pray. You know what I'm saying? In these days which is coming. You know what I'm saying? The system ain't going to save you. None of this is going to save you. Only thing that's going to save you is the spirit of Yahweh Bashem and his son Yahweh Shah through the Holy Scriptures and meditating on it and living it. Not just doing a talk, you know what I'm saying, walking it to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. I ain't got nothing else for you. Hope you was edified. Brother Shema, get your head out your ass. Shalom.